ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. We have been discussing meditation. Sri Ramakrishna is telling them, what will you get if you float on the surface? You have to dive within, to the bottom. Otherwise you will not get the gems. And I saw a few sadhakas who have not been able to dive within and reach the bottom. A few have dived within. Most of the people are unable to enter within. They sit for meditation, withdraw a little, take little rest as if repeat Ishtadevata mantra or something, try to visualize something and come out. When they sit itself, they will have the understanding, a decision. I'll be sitting for 15 minutes or I'll be sitting for 1 hour, half an hour. So already mind is conditioned, and with the little withdrawal they come out. To turn inward and dive. The inward journey it is, inward vision is not possible for many. And a few I have seen, they could turn inward and dive within. And I saw they are able to sink a little. They are not able to reach the bottom. They go some distance and then till we reach the bottom and till the entire world is absent from our intellect and mind, our existence there, whatever it is, till it is totally deprived of the world and worldliness, we don't see any light much. There will be darkness. At least in dream, we see light. Because just like a daytime, we will be seeing all things in dream also. There is light. I am going somewhere in the forest. I find a tiger there. I am able to see. There is light. But in meditation, usually people see darkness. Because one thing is they have not turned within, and having turned also, if they are not empty of the world, when the awareness of the world, the things they have collected, things they are holding on to, starts dissolving, then you'll see they are slowly finding something like dawn, some light somewhere within. Oh, here must be the door, here must be the door. They are searching for the entrance. After entering into Manomaya Kosha also, there is darkness. We understand some thoughts coming and going, another thought appearing, this is dissolving. They are all at thought level, and the vision that we are having, we are seeing. We are trying to imagine the God's form or anything, whatever we are trying to do. There is a kind of darkness. I don't see the light. Because physical light is absent. The intellectual light with which we imagine things has already thought it will be thinking only of God and nothing else. So it is as if it is conditioned. It cannot even imagine easily. Why? What can be done is only love. If you can love God, then the intellect is released. There is light of love. Light of love makes a little form to present itself in our manomaya kosha, in the mind. But because it is lighted by love and heart, I am not able to catch it with intellect. Buddhi is not able to hold it. Buddhi is not able to hold because it is the light of love, light of heart. Because of the light of heart, it is not a mind. We don't have anything. Only intellect has to lead us. Intellect has to take us. Buddhi has to take us. Buddhi and Jnanendriya. They are the ego is pervading it, ego is included, ego is dissolved as if in it. And these things are, that is my existence now. So it is not able to catch properly. And again, there seems to be a hindrance. I am able to see as if a person, but I am not able to see clearly the form also. Little it comes to my mind because I am still, I haven't translated Annamaya and Pranamaya, I am telling. That's quite an advanced stage. You are unaware of the body almost. Still, there is darkness. Because something of the world is there it is Kashaya. A simple thought of the world will make that Kashaya. You cannot see the bottom. It has become muddy. Just one quite aged person, he has been doing sincerely sadhana for 20 years and he has sunk almost half the way within and he is not able to, he has lost the body, he sits for 4 hours, 5 hours at a stretch in one and he is able to go half the way within in the manomaya kosha, means unaware of the body, unaware of the world almost, he is in that state, but darkness. He is sinking, but where to go, how to go further? It is buoyancy, something is buoyancing, it is pulling up. He sits for a few hours and comes out. Same thing is happening. Then I had to tell him, something you are holding on to the world. He is already in 80s and advanced. And what is there to hold on in the world? What can at the age of 80 hold on to? He has seen the world, everything, and he is not interested in any enjoyments or possessions or anything. Nothing he wants in the world. He is sincerely seeking God, but he is not able to reach the bottom just because he is aware of one injustice done to him in the prime of his youth by someone, which he is not able to forget nor able to pardon. That person has already disappeared from the world and they have already long back they have become friends again. They lived with each other. The family were together. But still, that one thought in most important time of my life, he has cheated me. He has done this one. That one, he says, I am not able to give it up. Just because of that. If he renounces that, oh, what is there? Neither I will be there nor will be. Next birth we don't remember also. Just a truth, acceptance of truth. With the fall of his body, all memories get erased. What am I clinging to? The lokeshana, the vitteshana is going to that yeshana, the desire alone will continue. But thoughts will go off, the person will disappear from the mind in the next birth. Even at that moment, is not able to know, not able to live, I'm not able to forget that one incident, sustained incident for 2.5 years in my life. I have suffered intensely because of that person. Afterwards became one, we entered together into a business and all that. Rest of the life was together. But that one period, that one thing that is not able. And that giving up will reach the bottom. He becomes immortal. He realizes God. But that one, how much, where we have to leave things as they are. Not hold on to anything in this world. Just go ahead. Forget the past. Don't record anything. Time is going, life is going. When life, altogether life is going off. Because of one error, because of 1 minute's wastage, you may miss realization. How much cautious you must be, how much nirlipta you must be, unstained, not holding on to anything, free, free. That freedom of the soul, freedom of mind, freedom of the mind, something it is holding in the world, desire, because of which he is not able to, always tense, just holding on to a few things of the world. And then whole life goes in one form or the other. Release, let the rope go, release the rope, or holding on to that rope, release it, let it go away. So then, if you want God, and if you attain God, everything is there, whole world is yours. Everything, and the beyond is yours. God is yours, who is pervading everything. You don't lack anything. There is your father and mother to take care of you. Oh, nothing to worry. But still, that holding on goes on. Somebody was telling, I have been studying and I see everywhere from ancient times, there have been only suffering. What God is doing, suffering. You ask, man. The Buddha comes and tells, only cause of suffering is desire. Let the man give up desire. Now he is mukta. Now God realization is there. Ask anyone to give up all desires. Doesn't want to give up. He can't give up and he doesn't want to give up. All desires, no. How can I leave all this? I don't want to live. Then why should there be no suffering? Those who are ready to give up all desires, they get everything. Everything they get. Just desire giving up, the whole world is yours. God is yours, transcending everything. But man doesn't want. He wants to cling to a few things and spend their life. And then ask anybody, you want God? He says, no. Why do I want God? And few want to, yes, I want God. Then stay. He says, I cannot stay. He wants to run away into the world. Are you ready to pay the price? Not that God is not available, God is not seen. A child comes and asks, I want to become a doctor. Maybe 4th standard, 3rd standard. Yes, you will become doctor. There is a way, there is a path. Study. You may have to study another 12 years to become a... He says, no, I cannot study. I want to become a doctor. Take a knife and a cutting plier and go, that's all. No, you can't become. You have to pay that price. 12 years of studies you have to do. Then you will become a doctor. 12 years of tapas you have to do. You want to see God? Come. He says no. He wants God free of cost. He doesn't want to pay anything. No, it is not available. We are in the world of law of cause and effect. Everything you have to, there is a cause, there is an effect. Karya Karana Bhava. If you want this to happen, the causes must be accordingly managed. You want God realization? Yes, it is there. This is the path. Every saint has told, this is the path. You want to see God? This is the path. You want to mukti? This is the path. Nobody wants to walk on that path. So that is the problem, that is the suffering. And another point a person put was, a man is suffering and all are passing by looking at, oh, he's suffering, he's suffering. Nobody attends to it. Why can't he remove the suffering of that person? Because he has not removed his own suffering. I am looking at him and telling he is suffering. And somebody is looking at me and he is suffering. They are telling me. Just like I am telling he is suffering, somebody is looking at me and telling he is suffering. I have not been able to get rid of my suffering. How can I remove his suffering? I have to see and go, that's all. A man has fallen in the floods in a river. He is drowning. Another person drowning, he cannot save. One who has saved himself, come to the bank, can save another who is drowning. One drowning cannot save another drowning. Two will get drowned together. So why the person who is going is not attending is he has not solved his own problem. He cannot. If he has solved his own problem, he has known is the path of getting rid of the suffering. Buddha did. And Buddha gave, this is the way. Eightfold path. Desire is the only cause of suffering. And there is suffering. There is a way, there is a cause of suffering, and this cause can be removed. This is the path. Eightfold life. Nobody wants to do that. Therefore, suffering is there. Why should there not be suffering? Suffering has to be there. Because if they are not walking on that path to meet that, they are not able to or don't want to pay the price, they want the object. So here also, you can transcend, you can go, you can reach. That person could have reached within few minutes. Few minutes was sufficient. Yes, I have given up. I have given up. One of the preparations for sannyasa, 9 years of brahmacharya period is given to take up that sannyasa, just to detach from the world, detach from the ego. Two important things, holding on to the world and holding on to the bodily existence ego. This only training is how to get rid of my ego and acquire humility, how to awaken divine love and hold on to God, and how to dedicate my life for the welfare of others. These three important preparations, the brahmacharis will be struggling to attain this state for the sake of sannyasa. So all this, totally, he wants to become free. Free to work, free to love, free to move about uh, without being affected by anybody's telling anything. I am ready to work any amount, anywhere. Yes, you can call me anytime. You can give me any work. That is the spirit of a sannyasi. Yes, I am there for you. I am there for God. I am not there for myself. I have not reserved anything for myself. I have given myself entirely to God and unconditionally. Everybody has right over this bodily existence. They can call and ask me to do any work anytime. That is the spirit of sannyasi. And he doesn't want anything, he is not holding on to anything, he has no preferences, he has no demands, he has nothing to. He is free. If I hold on, if I have small expectation from somebody, I cannot be a sadhu, I cannot be a sannyasi. Small expectation, he has to be like this. Gone. What can I do for you? He is in that state. How shall I be able to help? Last, if nothing is possible, pray to God and offer and walk off. So here we see the whole thing is how you become free yourself. The thing is, the suffering of the world is not important. You are suffering. Get rid of your own suffering first. Reach the goal. Then you can see a new world. Then you can help others in case need is there and if God willing. The world belongs to God, not to me. I have not been given the responsibility of looking after anybody. I can't. I am a slave of my own senses and mind. What can I do for this world? Maximum within my limits, I can silently serve as their servant, that's all, nothing more. So they release every way. Then you'll be able to turn and whenever you find any obstruction, look around. What am I holding on to? What is obstructing my path? Why am I not able to dive within? Am I seeking something in this world? Am I holding on to something in this world that I am not able to seek? My heart is paining. My mind is restless. Why? I have to find out the answer myself. I have to solve it. Nobody will do it for me. Because I have bound myself, my mind, my heart. Somewhere I have bound and kept it. And I have to release. Nobody will work for. Somebody eating will not fill my stomach. I have to eat. Somebody dying, I will not get heaven. I have to die and I have to reach the heaven. So everything I have to do. First thing is, the moment a person sees a suffering, understanding is different, feeling is different. I understand suffering is there, is not going to lead you anywhere. It will be misleading you. When you start feeling there is suffering, then you act. The sign of you have understood and felt the suffering of immediately. He cannot sleep, he cannot sit. He rushes wherever suffering is there. Whatever he can do, he does. So till then, that's why in sadhana, one of the things is feel for others, serve others, an important discipline. Because you are asking for mukti. What are you going to do if mukti is given? You will go away when others are. When you are not able to understand the suffering of others, why should God remove your suffering? You may do any amount of tapas, you may do any amount of japa, any amount of dhyana, you will not get realization. Because you are not under, you want to get rid of suffering, you want to get rid of all bondage and suffering. You are not understood because you are sitting silently looking at the suffering of others. When you are participating, you have understood what suffering is. God will start immediately working upon you to remove your suffering, to elevate you to higher planes of existence, higher level of consciousness, to make you realize God. This is how we go. Feeling everywhere. The feeling alone. God understands your heart alone, not your actions or thought. Bhavagrahi Janardana. God is going to feel how you feel. You may not do it all, but if you feel, God is there with you. So the feeling is most important part in all the activities and things. What is intention? How you feel. So here we find that I have to be free from all things. Nothing to bind me to go towards God. I will do at the same time my duties and responsibilities I attend to with wholeheartedly and offer it to the divine. Because if I don't do my duties, there will be a hook tied to me that will not allow me to go inside. I have taken up the responsibility myself. I have got children, I have got family, I have got duties and responsibilities. Thakur tells someone who your neighbors are going to come and look after. Some person used to come and stay at the door of Sri Ramakrishna. He has given up the job, sent his wife to her mother's house, and is living. Thakur sees him for 2 days, 3 days. Then he says, "Why are you lying here? When wife and children are there, will the neighbors bring them up? So take care of them. First go and find a job. Then God will be pleased. Your doors are open to walk into the spiritual path. When things are pending, shirking of the responsibilities and working for somewhere, the frivolities of life, unwanted work, unwanted activities, unyielding efforts. No, that should not be done. We have to go in the specific path. They have walked and left the footprints on the sand of time, and we have to follow that. The elders, the saints, all realize souls, and God Himself comes down to show the path to realize, to transcend the nature and go beyond. We have to walk on that path. That is the only way and no other way. Nanya pantha vidyate ayanaya. And it has to be done before the body falls off. All things can wait, but this cannot wait. The greatest task we have to finish before. See that your ego doesn't come up by any means, anywhere. In the world, in the community, in your own self, even the sadhana, we don't even assert ourselves, I am going to do this sadhana. God, you get it done through me. I am at your disposal, totally at it. I can't take you, I cannot do. I have tried, I have done. So you help me, you take me across, you lead me. You have to hold my hand, and I don't know my past, I don't know my future, I don't know what are the hurdles, where I am making mistake, I don't know. So when the man starts understanding and that he cannot and he doesn't know also, then the dependence on God goes on increasing. Immediately God's participation comes because it is a cultivating the attitude of surrender. Surrender is an important part where the God participates in your life. To participate in your life, you have to surrender. With ego, God cannot enter. You are not given no place for the God to enter within. So this is how we have been discussing. Om Shanti 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 Hare Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.